And go.
Hi, I'm here with Adele Michaud, and we're up in Adams, Mass. On Dubas Street. And Adele, you used our services. Can you tell us a little bit about what we've done for you in the past?
Right. Well, this house is built in 1963, and I don't know when they put aluminum windows in, but when I moved in here, we noticed, especially the north bedroom, you could feel the cold air. You could feel the draft back there. So initially, we did 5 windows on the back of the house.
Okay.
And the only thing I paid attention to at the time is there weren't any drafts back there anymore.
Okay.
But this year we had 9 parallel windows here, and the wood was rotting around them, and the tempered glass was leaking.
Okay.
So we called you and asked you to come up and see what you could do about new windows and energy efficiency. So you put in this beautiful window here, and you did all the rest of the windows in the house, and the door, which was hollow.
That's right.
So we also got a fiberglass insulated door. Well, I went to the oil company this year because it started with the back windows, and this is not absolute, but he said my oil bill is almost cut in half. For 2 reasons. One is I've made the house energy efficient, but the second thing is our thermostat is locked at 65 at night and 68 during the day. And we have a southeast facing window. And with these windows, so much sunlight comes in most of the time that it's usually between 70 and 73 in here.
Very good. So you're much warmer than...
So I'm much warmer.
Yeah.
He needs to be warm.
Yeah.
But we are also saving a ton of money on heating oil.
The oil man doesn't like us anymore, does he?
He made a remark to me about it. It's about how much less oil I was using. And this street only has oil on it. They never put the gas lines up to this street, so nobody on the street has gas lines.
Okay.
So that was the first thing I noticed. The other thing was you went around and you made suggestions, and I ended up taking them, most of them, because you know what you're doing. You picked out the door, because the original door I picked out wasn't available. I ended up liking the door better than the one I picked out.
Very good. Good.
I love the carpentry work that his daughter did when they had to put in new woodwork for this window.
Okay.
And people who come in this house, the neighbors have come in to look at it, and they're just like, wow, what a beautiful window, and what beautiful woodwork.
Thank you very much.
So I really would like to get her to do some other things around here. But then I went back to, like I said, the second time.
And we did your bedroom windows.
We did our bedroom windows. The other problem we had here is that this house had these casement windows.
Yeah.
So we couldn't put an air conditioner in them. We didn't want central air because you don't need it in this area of the country. But we put these in, and we were able to get an energy efficient air conditioner this summer. We were so much more comfortable.
Very good.
So that made a huge difference. Good. Now I'm back at him. This is for the 3rd time hiring him to do some more work for me, because I did a lot of research before I decided to do this. And I'm concerned at my age about being taken advantage of by contractors. And I found Steve to be absolutely upfront, honest. You can argue with him and he'll compromise with you. His team of workers, I've had the same guys here most of the time. What a good bunch of workers. Friendly, accommodating, they work hard every minute. They aren't goofing off out here like somebody else. We had to do some small work for us out here. He had 4 guys, and one of them was out here all the time on his cell phone. He doesn't work for that guy anymore. But anyways, the guys are really good guys. They're honest, they're trustworthy, and they're very hard workers.
You also recommend...
that really liked him. So then I started recommending him to some other people.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who has a house across the street that hasn't been touched in 50 years. She's a little hard to please. She had a ton of work done this summer on that house. She's happy with the house. She didn't have anything to complain about. And she's been really happy with the workmanship and with the company, because she now trusts them in the way that I do. She said, you were right. I can call them and they'll do whatever, whether she's here or not, because she's only here part of the time. But there was no problem having them go over there and work on the house and do whatever. So she's been very satisfied. And she's not an easy lady to please.
So all the work that she asked us, and you had no problem recommending us.
No.
Are you happy that you recommended us
I'm
to her?
happy I recommend. I was a little concerned because she's a person that's a little difficult to please, and she is happy with this stuff. She's contemplating if she should be doing other things over there, because that house has really not been touched in a long, long, long time.
Okay. And is there anything else that you'd like to add in regards to our services? Right now, you're talking to us in
Well,
regards
I'm back for the third time
for a kitchen.
for a kitchen.
And we're gonna be moving forward with the
Right.
kitchen and painting the interior
And
of our house.
painting the interior of the
Yeah.
house, right.
So any job, large or small, we do it right and not at all.
That's the other thing, even a little thing. I can call them up for little things.
Right.
That was the other thing that happened. We got a leaking gutter out here that's dripping water in front of the door, and in the winter it freezes as we step out the door. So he's gonna have somebody come up and look at that gutter and find out why that rain gutter is dripping where it's dripping. We had an issue earlier this year where we had a heavy rainstorm and there was a little separation between the gutter and the roof, and the water came in and made a wet spot in the ceiling in the bathroom. And so one of his guys came up and did something to that gutter so that there's not that space in there anymore. So that the last really bad rainstorm we had, I checked, and there's no water coming in there. So that's the thing I like. At this stage of my life, if it's a little job, I can call Steve. It's a big job, I can call Steve. I offered with this new job to take the wallpaper down myself. He goes, no, whatever. And at times, we are not rich here. This is a little house, and we're old people, and we're living on Social Security. He's been very willing to work out arrangements and help us do as much as we can do for what we can afford to do, which makes me happy.
So we're making it fit within your budget.
You're working it out with my budget, and it makes me happy, because I thought, there's nothing I can do. I live on Social Security, I'm going to have to live with the miserable kitchen that I have to get down on my knees and crawl around to get something out of the cupboard, and we're going to fix that, among other things.
Thank you very much for your business.
Listen,
I
I
love
trust
working for
you.
you. I love working for you.
Well, I really like you, and I like your girls.
All right.
I like that your daughter's such a fine carpenter.
Thank you.